The horizon is split in two. One side is gold, the other's a bruised kind of purple. I'm standing where the heat meets the cold, watching the light play tricks on my shadow. You were the gravity I thought I knew, but now the stars are pulling me in different directions. With digital dust and a solar wind, binary codes that don't know how to sync anymore. I see two suns going down at the same time, double the darkness, double the weight on my floor. I'm reaching for a hand that's made of pixels, while the real world burns out at the edge of the sky. Caught in a binary sunset, where the day ends twice and I'm still not over you. One sun is the memory I can't forget, the other is the cold, lonely truth. I'm stuck in the glow of a double goodbye, underneath the bleeding, fractured sky. The desert is cooling beneath my feet, but my skin still feels the sting of your ghost. Every choice was a 1 or a 0, and I'm the remainder that matters the most. I'm watching the twins sink into the sand, leaving me here with a hollowed out heart, just a glitch in the dark. Caught in a binary sunset, where the day ends twice and I'm still not over you. One sun is the memory I can't forget, the other is the cold, lonely truth. I'm stuck in the glow of a double goodbye, underneath the bleeding, fractured sky. When I see you, when I see you, when I see you, two suns. When I see you, two suns went high. The sound of wind blowing through a canyon. Too loud and the lights are too bright. Let's sink into the velvet of a permanent night. Forget the city and the hum of the street and the rhythm of the people we're supposed to meet. Just listen to the way the shadows settle down, like a heavy, dark and beautiful gown. Let it darken. There's a universe waiting behind your lids, where the gravity is gone and the logic forbids. We can build a cathedral out of nothing but breath, and dance in the spaces between life and death. The clock on the wall has forgotten to tick, in a dream that's becoming a little too thick. Just close your eyes and let the colors fade into the softest sanctuary you've ever made. Don't try shore where the water is warm, in the eye of a storm where there is no more storm. Just give me your hand and forget your name, until we're both just a flicker of flame. Just close your eyes and let the colors fade into the surface sanctuary never made. Don't try to see what's getting in front. The silence is everything we ever want. Underneath the weight of a heavy sky, we'll find a place where the memories live. Softly now, I should. We spent 3 years building up the plot, but the best of us is lying on the cutting room floor. The nights we laughed until the sun came up, they don't make it to the screen anymore. I'm watching the highlights, the polished version, while I'm on in the moments they decided to ignore. Why did they cut the best parts? It was a quiet Tuesday in the pouring rain, where you looked at me like I was the only truth that didn't fit the narrative of our decline. So they swept it away with the rest of our youth. Now I'm the only witness to the unrecorded, holding on to the fragments of a vanished proof. It's a deleted scene, heartache, the love that lived between the frames, a beautiful silent mistake that nobody ever calls by its name, while the world watches us fall apart. I'm holding the footage of your heart. I'm replaying the sequence where we almost stayed before the director shouted for the chain to pace. There's a ghost of a touch on my shoulder blade, it didn't leave a single visual trace. I'm living in the outtakes, in the shadows, searching for the light on your face. Just one more frame. It's a deleted scene, heartache, the love that lived between the frames, a beautiful silent mistake that nobody ever calls by its name, while the world watches us fall apart. I'm holding the footage of your heart. The credits are rolling in a cold white font, but I'm still sitting in the back of the row. Everyone's leaving for the next big thing, but I got nowhere left to go. It's time to leave the scene, heartache, the love that lived between the frames, a beautiful silent mistake that nobody ever calls by its name, while the world watches us fall apart. I'm holding the footage of your on the floor, deleted. deleted. Screen is flickering with a continue sign, but I run out of quarters and I run out of time. We've been playing this level for 1,000 years, drowning the joystick in a bucket of tears. The colors are bleeding into a dull shade of gray as the power cord slowly starts to fray. I tried every cheat code and every hidden path, but I couldn't escape the aftermath. Your heart is a boss that I couldn't defeat, leaving me stranded on a digital street. The pixels are falling like snow on the ground in a world that's lost its sense and its sound. It's game over, baby, pull the plug. I'm tired of sleeping on this pixelated rug. The scoreboard is empty and the lights are dim. I'm losing the ghost and I'm losing the wind. Insert no more coins, don't try to play. The machine is broken and I'm walking away. The high score we set is a fading memory, a flickering light in an abandoned arcade. I'm deleting the save files, the whole inventory of every mistake and every promise we made. The joystick is heavy and my feet of the numb, waiting for the final game over to come. It's game over, baby, pull the plug. I'm tired of sleeping on this pixelated rug. The scoreboard is empty and the lights are dim. I'm losing the ghost and I'm losing the wind. Insert no more coins, don't try to play. The machine is broken and I'm walking away. There's no extra life waiting in the dark. There's no hidden fire, no lingering scar. Just the black of the screen, every hum of the fan. Finish the story, hide where you can. Just turn it on. It's game over, baby, pull the trigger. I'm tired of sleeping on this pixelated rug. The scoreboard is empty and the lights are dim. I'm losing the ghost and I'm losing the wind. Insert no more coins, don't try to play. The machine is broken and I'm walking away. Game over. The party moved on to a different street. and the colors are faded from the neon sign. I'm standing where the shadows and the pavement meet, tracing the place where your hand touched mine. The world keeps spinning in a frantic blur, but I'm the constant that you chose to ignore. I haven't moved a dimension. The seasons are changing their heavy clothes. Winter is biting at the edge of the leaf. Everyone's chasing the wind that blows, looking for a way to shorten the grief. But I'm anchored deep in the silt of the past, building a home that was meant to last. I'm still here, like the dust on the shelf and the light in the trees. It's perfectly clear I'm the only one left who's still on her knees. The tide went out, but I didn't go with it. I'm the secret that the darkness won't admit. I've learned the language of the quiet hours, talking to the cracks in the plaster wall. I'm watching the slow decay of the flowers, waiting for the moment the rain starts to fall. You're 1,000 miles into a brand new life, while I'm still sharp at the edge of the night. I'm still here, like the dust on the shelf and the light in the trees. It's perfectly clear I'm the only one left who's still on her knees. I tried with all, but I didn't go with it. I'm the secret, but the darkness won't admit. They call it moving on, they call it being free, but I'm following the beauty of the river. I'm a lighthouse keeper for a sunken ship, with a name I won't let slide off my lips. I'm still here, like the dust on the shelf and the light in the trees. It's perfectly clean, perfectly clear I'm the only one left who's still on her knees. The tide went out, but I didn't go with it. I'm the secret that the darkness won't admit. Still here, waiting. The sun is touching the top of the fence, and the shadows are finally starting to thin. The ending is making a whole lot of sense. Now that I've let the reality in, we were a beautiful house with a shaky foundation, waiting for the inevitable vibration. We both felt it coming. The leaves are turning a violent shade of gold, preparing to fall and to feed the ground. There's a different story that needs to be told, without the heavy weight of being bound. We've exhausted the fire and we've used up the heat, leaving the embers for the rain and the street. Used up the heat. It was time free paper, preserving the parts that were actually good, watching the tension dissolve like a vapor, doing the things that we knew that we should. There's a peace in the silence that I didn't expect, a quiet respect for the things they couldn't protect. It was just time to let the seasons take what they were. No more hills to climb at the end of this long and winding road. It wasn't a tragedy, it wasn't a crime, it was just the ending. It was time. We're not breaking up, we're just breaking free from the people we weren't really meant to be. The clock on the wall is finally starving, a heavy burden that's finally dry. Ooh, it's time to let the seasons take what they were. No more hills to climb at the end of this long and winding road. It wasn't a tragedy, it wasn't a crime, it was just the ending. It was time. It was time. It was time. left drawn on the floor, and you're standing just outside the lines. I've reinforced the wood and I've bolted the door, ignoring all the desperate and the heavy signs. I'm tired of the way that you occupy space, leaving the wreckage of your heart all over the place. Don't come any closer. The air gets heavy when you're leaning in, and the ice starts to melt in my glass. I'm wearing my armor like a second skin, watching the shadow of your memory pass. You're a fighter that I finally learned to contain. I won't let you back in to start the rain. Keep your distance. I finally found a peace that I can't keep. No more assistance in the middle of a dream or a heavy sleep. The bridge is down and the water is wide, and I'm perfectly fine on the other side. You're reaching for a handle that isn't there, talking to a person I've outgrown. The scent of your smoke is still in the air, but I'm building a kingdom that's all my own. I don't need the heat of the chaotic sun. I'm the only war that I finally won. Found a peace that I can't keep. No more assistance in the middle of a dream or a heavy sleep. The bridge is down and the water is wide, and I'm perfectly fine on the other side. 6 feet, 60 miles, it's all the same. I've forgotten the weight of your heavy name. I'm a mountain of ice in a sea of gray, and I'm watching you slowly drift away. Keep your distance. I finally found a peace that I can't keep. No more assistance in the middle of a dream or a heavy sleep. The bridge is down and the water is wide, and I'm perfectly fine on the other side. Stay there. Not too far gone. Distance. I've got a chest full of words I'll never speak, buried under layers of a quiet pride. The air is heavy and the floorboards are weak from the weight of the secrets I've kept inside. I'm watching the dust motes dance in the sun, thinking of the battles that I haven't won. looking for a signal or a sign of life, a flicker of a flame in my frozen eyes. But I'm sharpening the edge of a different knife, the one that cuts through all the beautiful lies. The truth is a mountain that I'm not gonna climb. I'm just serving out my sentences one at a time. I'm keeping the silence, like a treasure I found in a burning house. The peaceful defiance, quiet as a ghost and still as a mouse. I'm letting the quiet be my only defense, when nothing is real and nothing makes sense. The telephone is ringing on the wooden stand, but I'm not gonna reach out and touch the wire. I'm mapping the lines in the palm of my hand, avoiding the smoke and avoiding the fire. The world is a chorus of screaming in gold, but it's saying here in the dark and the cold, I'm setting up. Like a treasure I found in a burning house. A peaceful defiance, quiet as a ghost and still as a mouse. The floorboards are breathing under my weight, or maybe it's just the house settling into its skin. I keep checking the locks on the heavy oak door to keep out the ghosts that I already let in. I see a shape in the curve of the curtain, but when I turn my head, the air is just thin. Is it all in my head? The clock on the wall has a stuttering pulse, counting the seconds I spend looking over my shoulder. I'm tracing the patterns of cracks in the ceiling, feeling the temperature grow 10 degrees colder. I swear I can hear your voice in the hallway, a low burning hum making me feel 10 years older. This is the rhythm of my paranoia, slow motion panic that I've learned to love. I'm building a fortress to hide from the void, watching the shadows dance on the ceiling above. Forgotten the meaning of I'm listening for footsteps on carpeted stairs, while the weight of the atmosphere sits on my chest. I've turned off the lights, but the darkness is fading, putting my sanity panic that I've learned to love. I'm building a fortress to hide from the void, watching the shadows dance on the ceiling above. I'm out hunter, I'm out afraid, waiting for the sun to take the terror away. Don't breathe, I think I heard the handle turn. There's a fever in the silence, and a lesson I refuse to learn. I'm losing my grip. Choose to hide from the void, watching the shadows dance on the ceiling above. I'm my own hunter, I'm my own prey, waiting for the sun to take the turn. Looking at your face in a low-res window, counting every square where the color bleeds. You're blurring at the edges of my memory, a jagged outline of the things I need. I try to zoom in, but the image shatters, just a mosaic of the way we used to be. So breaking apart. The data is corrupted in the back of my mind, 1,000 files that I can't quite open. I'm staring at a screen of electric blue, while every line of Kobe Road is broken. I'm trying to render a version of us where the ending wasn't written in the sand. It's just pixelated grief, flickering in the dark of a tired lens. There's no closure, no relief, just a frozen frame where the story is. I'm losing your details, bye, 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 fading into the neon light. The signal is weak and my frame rate is dropping. I'm watching you freeze in a mid-sentence smile. I'd give anything for a sharp definition instead of walking through this digital exile. The resolution of my life is failing since you became a ghost in on the sheet. It's just pixelated grief, flickering in the dark of the tired lanes. There's no closure, no relief, just a frozen frame where the story. But the heart stays empty. Clear the cache, but the ache remains. I'ma hide a soul in a low-def dream, trying to wash away these electric stains. Just pixelated grief, flickering just a blur in the dark. The air in here is already thin enough. Don't use it up on all I've heard before. Your explanations are like jagged dust, settling in the cracks beneath the door. I see your lips moving in a familiar dance, but I'm not giving the ghost another chance. I'm already deaf to it. You're building a bridge out of empty sound, hoping the words will carry the weight of the fall. But the foundation is buried in the frozen ground, and I'm not leaning against that broken wall. Keep the apologies in your pocket tonight. They won't bring back the flicker of the light. Save your breath. The oxygen is wasted on a heart this cold. There's nothing left. All the stories and the promises you sold. Let the silence be the last thing we share. I'm breathing in a different kind of air. The gravity is shifting towards the door, and I'm finding my feet on a solid floor. Your voice is a frequency I've learned to mute. The bitterest end to the bitterest fruit. The quiet is a luxury I finally can't afford. Why you're still reaching for a broken chord. Just let it go. Say your breath. The oxygen is wasted on a heart this cold. There's nothing left of the stories and the promises you sold. Say your silence be the last thing we share. I'm breathing in a different kind of air. Words I just post in a crowded place, trying to find a home on a stranger's face. But I've closed the windows and I've locked the gate, and every sentence you speak is a lifetime. Just be still, save your breath. The oxygen is wasted on a heart this cold. There's nothing left but the stories and the promises you sold. Let the silence be the last thing we share. I'm breathing in a different kind of air. Condensation on the glass is tracing lines, like a map of everywhere we didn't go. I'm watching headlights bleed into the streetlights. A liquid gold that moves too slow. You left your heavy silence in the hallway, and now it's all I have to breathe. tracing circles in the dust upon the mantle. A ghost of us in every silver frame. The static on the radio is humming, but it never seems to whisper back your name. I used to think that distance was a number, until I felt it growing in my chest. So let the tide come pull me under, 'cause I'm tired of treading water in the dark. It's a quiet kind of thunder, leaving shadows where you used to leave a spark. I'm drowning in the softest shade of blue, just trying to unlearn the ghost of you. The perfume on your sweater's getting thinner, a memory that's losing all its weight. I'm starving for a word I can't remember, reaching for a hand that's always late. The moon is just a pale, neglected witness to the way I'm falling apart at the seams. So let the tide come pull me under, 'cause I'm tired of treading water in the dark. It's a quiet kind of thunder, leaving shadows where you used to leave a spark. I'm drowning in the softest shade of blue, just trying to unlearn the ghost of you. Don't wake me if I'm finally sleeping. Don't call me when the sky begins to gray. There's a secret that the winter is keeping, about the things I never meant to stay. No, no, no. So let the tide come pull me under, 'cause I'm tired of treading water in the dark. It's a quiet kind of thunder, leaving shadows where you used to leave a spark. I'm drowning in the softest shade of blue, just trying to unlearn the ghost of you. Unlearn you. Just a soft shade of blue. Just a soft shade of blue. Like a blend of weather or the alignment of the stars, but the truth is sitting heavy in the palm of my hand. I'm the one who drove the nails into the scars and built a house of cards upon a shifting sand. You were just a passenger in my chaotic drive, trying your hardest just to stay alive. I did this to us. I'm rewriting the history to make you the same. painting myself as a stone in the dark. The colors are messy and the edges are thin, where I blew out the flame and I smothered the spark. Every bridge that we crossed is a pile of ash, and I'm the one who provided the mesh. It's still my fault, isn't it? The way the silence sits between the chairs. I'm the one who didn't know when to quit, leading us down these broken stairs. I wrap the guilt around me like a leaden shawl, and take the credit for the way we fall. You wipe from me water, but I wanna go wide. You gave me the truth, but I traded for lies. I'm chasing the map, but it's wreckage of mine. With look away condition in my tighted eyes. I'm the architect of every lonely night, the one who always had to be wrong to be right. It's still my fault, isn't it? The way the silence sits between the chairs. I'm the one who didn't know when to quit, leading us down these broken stairs. I wrap the guilt around me like a leaden shawl, and take the credit for the way we fall. Don't try to forgive me, don't try to be kind of, and leave the weight of it to stay in my mind. Waiting for my feeling at least on the path in the world orphaned by my own broken bones. God forgive me, it's still my fault, isn't it? The way the silence sits between the chairs. I'm the one who didn't know when to quit, leading us down these broken stairs, and taking the fall. I wrap the guilt around me like a leaden shawl, and take the credit for the way we fall. It was me. It was always me. Still my fault. I've spent the night adjusting the focus, trying to find where your orbit went wrong. The sky is a sheet of cold black velvet, and I'm just a signal that's been playing too long. I'm looking for heat in a frozen dimension, waiting for light but died out years ago. My lens is stained with the salt of my worry, a smudge on the glass where the nebula glows. I see you drifting past moons made of silver, while I'm stuck down here where the bitter wind blows. I'm mapping the scars on the face of the planet, tracing the path that you chose not to take. I've got a telescope heart, aiming at things that I'm never gonna touch. I'm pulling the distance apart, loving the ghost of you a little so much, magnifying every memory until it breaks. That's the risk that a telescope heart always takes. The gravity me. I'm floating an inch off the hardwood floor. I'm staring at craters and desolate canyons, wondering why I keep looking for more. You're a flicker of white in a sea of exhaustion, a tiny perspective I can't quite reach. I've got a telescope heart, aiming at things that I'm never gonna touch. I'm pulling the distance apart, loving the ghost of you a little too much, magnifying every memory until it breaks. That's the rest that a telescope heart always takes. They say the universe is always expanding, pushing further away from my side, but I'll keep my eye to the glass in the silence, money for gold in the middle of the night. You've got a telescope heart, aiming at things that I'm never gonna touch. I'm pulling the distance apart, loving the ghost of you a little too much. I'm still looking for you. Magnifying every memory until it breaks. That's the risk that a telescope heart always takes. Just a tiny spark, so far, so far. Telescope heart, giving a ghost to you. There's no filter for the way we scream in the hallway, no soft lighting for the things we said it on. It's a jagged kind of feeling leading the wrong way, until the skin is thin and the patience is gone. We're not a postcard, we're a cracked sidewalk, a mess of weeds growing through the concrete talk. There's a messy baby. I'm looking at the bruises on our reputations, the stains on the carpet where the wine went cold. We traded in the bones for these low expectations, and a story that gets uglier every time it's told. Your love is a shadow with a sharpened edge, pushing me closer to the crumbling ledge. This is that ugly love, the kind that leaves a mark you can't wash away. Nothing like the stars above, just the grit in the dirt of a rainy day. It's heavy, it's honest, it's hard to breathe, the kind of love that never wants to leave. We're built out of friction and desperate needs, a beautiful wreck in a high-speed chase. erase that neither of us can erase it. It's a grayscale life in a technicolor world, a broken flag that'll never be unfurled. This is that ugly love, the kind that leaves a mark you can't wash away. Heavy like the stars above, just the grit and the dirt of a rainy day. It's heavy, it's honest, it's hard to breathe, the kind of love that never wants to leave. If it was perfect, it wouldn't be us. If it was easy, it wouldn't be worth the trust. But it's jagged and it's mean and it's loud, like another clap inside a poison cloud. Don't look away, don't look away. This is that ugly love, the kind that leaves a mark you can't wash away. Nothing like the stars above, just the grit and the dirt of a rainy day. It's heavy, it's honest, it's hard to breathe, the kind of love that never wants to leave. Just a man. Just a There's a stack of yellow paper on the kitchen wood, red ink bleeding through the dates we missed. The power was flickering, doing the best it could, while I'm counting the times we never kissed. The air is heavy with the weight of the arrears and the silence of the things I never told you. It's a debt I can't settle. I owe 1,000 I love yous to the hallway, and 100 I'm sorry's to the bed. Interest is rising on every single delay, round in circles in the back of my head. The mailbox is choking on the final notices, but the loudest warning is the one you never said. Between unpaid bills and unsaid words, I'm living in the red and feeling blue. The strangest music that I've ever heard is a song of me losing you. My heart's overdrawn and the well is dry, just waiting for the sun to say goodbye. I'm turning off the heater to save a little grace, wrapped in a sweater that still smells like your skin. I'm looking for a receipt or a trace to your face, wondering the real poverty begins. your wallet or the lightless house. It's the vacancy where your laughter used to win. Between unpaid bills and unsaid words, I'm living in the red and feeling blue. The strangest music that I've ever heard is the sound of me losing you. My heart's overdrawn and the well is dry, just waiting for the sun to say goodbye. If I paid it all back, would you come home? If I shouted the truth I kept inside, or is the balance too high for a heart alone, tangled in the knots of a stubborn pride? Nothing left to give. Unsaid. I left the porch light burning a hole in the night, a beacon for a traveler who's lost his way. I'm staring at the road until the black turns white, hoping the morning has something to say. My teens gone cold and the fire's burned down, but I'm still wearing this heavy golden crown. Still waiting for the song you call. I've memorized the rhythm of the wind in the pines, thinking it's your footsteps on the gravel path. I'm reading between all the invisible lines, avoiding the cold and the winter's wrath. Oh, the calendar is just a collection of days, lost in a thick and a permanent haze. I'm just waiting for you, like a desert waiting for a drop of rain. Everything I do is a way of navigating through the pain. I'm the heart in the bottle of the restless sea, waiting for you to come and find me. I've kept you a seat at the table, then tapped me the same, as if you just step out for a moment or two. I'm still whispering the syllables of your name, till empty spaces where the light comes through. The world says I'm crazy for holding the line, but I'm just protecting what's legal to your mind. You're waiting for you, like the desert waiting for a drop of rain. Everything I do is a way you navigating through the pain. I'm a heart in a bottle of a restless sea, waiting for you to come and find me. If time is a river and I'm just a stone, sitting at the bottom, perfectly alone. Let the water wash over, let the years go by. Still be looking at the same bed, just like a desert waiting for a drop of rain. Everything I do is a way you navigate into the pain. I'm a heart in a bottle, restless sea, waiting for you to come and find me. Still waiting for you. Come find me. I've spent a lifetime being the background, a soft focus shadow in the frame of your life. But the silence is different, a brand new sound, cutting through the tension like a silver knife. I'm gathering the pieces you forgot were mine, and stepping out across the property line. Look at me go. Don't reach for the handle, don't call out my name. The air in this house has grown much too thin. I'm tired of playing your circular game where nobody loses and nobody wins. The driveway is long but the horizon is wide, and I'm taking back all of the tears that I cried. So stand by the window and watch me leave. Watch the space grow where I used to be. There's nothing left for you to sleep. I'm finally becoming a mystery. Don't blink or you'll miss the way I disappear into a world that's finally clear. Your taillights are glowing like two red embers, burning a hole through the dark of the night. I'm forgetting the things that our heart remembers when it's finally found the courage to fight. I'm a diminishing doubt on a long straight road, dropping the weight of this heavy load. So much light enough. chaos, the clutter, and the beautiful mess. I'm driving toward a sun that hasn't risen yet, paying off the last of this emotional debt. Don't look back, don't look back. So stand by the window and watch me. Watch the space go where I used to be. There's nothing left for you to see. I'm fairly becoming a mystery. Don't blink or you'll miss the way I disappear into a world that's finally clear. In the distance, gone for good. Watch me. I can still feel the heat where your shoulder brushed mine. A ghost of the touch that I can't quite erase. We were standing right there on the edge of the line, with the whole world reflected in your quiet face. I had the words sitting right on the tip of my tongue, a song for a heart that was still feeling young. We almost said it all. The space between us was a thin sheet of glass. I could see every dream that you kept in your eyes. I was waiting for the shadow of the moment to pass. Underneath the weight of those violet skies, we were a match that was waiting for a reason to strike. Two parallel lines that were starting to like. We were close, like the moon to the sea, like the breath to the bone. We were almost something more than a secret. We've always known, a heartbeat away from a different life, before the silence cut through like a knife. I'm looking back at them back for the things we missed, the exits we passed and the times we didn't take. The ghost of the lips that were never quite kissed, lying at the bottom of a frozen lake. We were a story that ended before the first page. Two birds in the dark just outside of the cage. We were close, like the moon to the sea, like the breath to the bone. We were almost something more than a secret. We've always known, a heartbeat away from a different light, before the silence cut through like a knife. Hand on the handle, foot on the floor, one tiny step and we threw the door. But the gravity pulled and the timing was wrong, and he almost yelled out just a lonely song. We were so close. through like a night, so close, just away. I've tried every river that I had in my eyes, left the salt on the pillow for you to find. I'm wearing the mask you used to wear so well, leaving all the heavy baggage far behind. The moon is sharp and the air is finally clear, now that I've stopped drowning in fear. It's quiet now, isn't it? I'm watching the shadow cross your face for once, the same one that lived on mine for a year. You're looking for comfort I don't have to give, while the exit sign is the only thing I see near. I used to be the ocean, you were just the salt, but I've washed myself clean of every single fault. Now it's your turn to cry, to taste the dust in the lonely night, underneath the hollow empty sky, waiting for a ghost to make it right. The rain is falling on your side of the street, and I'm a beating a miss is finally bittersweet. Don't look for a lighthouse in the dark over my soul. I turn the power off and lock the gate. You're a master of the game, but you lost control, realizing the ecology is a lifetime late. Yeah. I'm breathing in the cold and it feels like gold, watching your story finally unfold. Let it burn, let it fall, now it's your turn. Turn to cry, to taste the dust in the lonely night, underneath the hollow emptiest tide, waiting for close to make it right. The light is falling on your side of the street, and I bet it is. It's finally bittersweet. Do you feel away? Do you feel it chill? The world doesn't move at your command, or will. I'm a mountain now, and you're just the sand, slipping through the cinders of a broken hand. Do you feel the chill?